Hey guys, so today is April 15th. It's 9:19, so market opens in 10 minutes basically. A lot has happened. Price definitely continued to break these trend lines and these resistant levels that we have. We have not had a pullback in days, y'all, since April 3rd, and that was barely a pullback. The last real pullback we had was back in March. Ever since, we've been moving on up. So I'm excited to see where this is headed. Now, we are coming up to our major, overall trend line. I'm going to take it to the weekly or even the monthly just so we can see. As you know, this is a bullish instrument. Price is always moving up. It does have pullbacks and then continues higher. Pullback and then continues higher. So on a higher time frame, we do have the last previous low, and then we have a higher low. This was our last previous high. So I am looking forward to see what price does at this trend line, because this represents all-time high. I do expect price to make new highs. To where, I don't know. Would I like to be a part of it? Yes. But I do remember when I was first practicing trading NQ, it was better to take the sales, because trading in an unknown area, you just don't know where price will go. So at this point, it feels like it's about to be trial and error. This will be my first time experiencing it, so I'm excited to see how this goes. But let's do our top-down analysis, and then I'm gonna get into some more personal thoughts that I've been having. So to the daily. So on the daily, like I said, we are basically at this trend line. I could literally delete this extra line that I have, because we're literally right here. We're literally in the area where price can either reject the trend line or create new all-time highs. So, I mean, y'all know how I feel about trading near trend lines, but the way we've been pushing up, I feel like we can at least push to the trend line and catch something and see how price reacts to the trend line. So that's the 4 hour. We have the buyers are in control. The bulls, they're in control. On the daily and the 4 hour, it is a bullish candle. So sales are still hitting. Buys are still hitting. On the 1 hour, we did have that pullback, that zone on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, it looks like price is here. I'm gonna mark it for now, because it may or may not be important. Okay, so this is a 1 hour demand zone. 1 hour demand zone. Because price is buying out of it. Cool. So price came, tapped into the zone, closed outside the zone, tapped, closed outside the zone. So that looks really good. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, so any of these other zones technically are invalid except this one. 15 minutes. Yeah, so it's really just playing in this 1 hour zone, because as you can see, the ones that would be zones the ones that would be zones are getting invalidated. So I'm gonna just stick with this 1 hour zone today. Let's look on the 5. Okay, so on the 5 minute, if it breaks here, it'll create a new zone. It just did it. So this will be the new zone on the 5 minute. So let's mark this up. Yeah, that's the new 5 minute zone. We have a low, we have a high, lower high. Higher low, higher high. So this is the new zone on the 5 minute. It would be better to see this break, but this is fine. Look, the market not even opening. Look how it's moving. So yes, we would want to actually see a break here, which I'm sure it can. Yeah, so let's see if it can break that high. It's the last previous high. Well, it's really this is the last previous high. One this morning. Okay, so market is opening in 15 seconds. Today is going to be like more of a chattier session, just to process my thoughts. One thing I have been noticing that I'm struggling with, market is open. Let's see how it taps. It tapped into the 5 minute zone. I don't trade the first candle, so market open. But that was a tap. That was a tap. Anyways, I have been noticing that I am a little more, that's a tap and hold. Hold on. No, I don't trade market open. Okay. I've been noticing that I've been struggling with getting back into live trading. And I don't know why. Because the 10K, the 1K to 10K challenge I've done, that was like my third or fourth time doing it. So it's not the strategy that I'm like worried about, or like if the process works, or the way I'm like doing it. I don't think that's what's stopping me. Because even yesterday, I am gonna move this real quick. Even yesterday, as y'all remember, I said that I knew price would get up here. I just didn't have it in me to sit in it. Y'all, I got out at this candle here, this purple, this first dark purple. Price pulled back and then took off. In the 5 minutes, if I would have waited just 15, 20 more minutes. So it's like, but I only aim for a 1-1 because that's what I'm comfortable with. But it's like translating that into the real account. I don't know what is the thing that's actually stopping me. So I decided, instead of trying to make it about profits, like whether I profit or lose, what if I made it about just being able to execute on my live account. It doesn't matter how ugly it looks. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but just practice like getting into the habit of executing on my live account again. I think I've gotten, because I did this challenge 2 times back to back, I think I've gotten real comfortable with the practice account, knowing it's not my money. So I'm able to freely risk a lot easier and jump into things because it's not hitting me in real time as it pertains to like real money. So I think I just gotten comfortable because, as y'all know, back in March, I said once I hit 10K this time in April, I would, or whenever I finished hitting it, I would start live trading. Well, I psyched myself out. I don't know if it's because I'm recording, and I know like once I start live recording, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. So I had the great idea that I'm going to do it and I'm just going to practice executing, but I'm going to share it because I feel like it will help someone. I don't know who, I don't know why, but I feel like it will help someone to show them like starting out, it may not be the best, it may not be the prettiest, it may not be the cleanest, but if you get into the habit of sticking to your rules because you've seen it work, you did the practice, you practiced, you've seen the results. So if you get into the habit of just to your sticking to your strategy, sticking to the process, and just executing, whatever happens after that happens. But at least you're practicing using that muscle on your live account. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Today, I'm not going to take a trade on my fake account. Or my practice account. I'm going to take it on my real account. And I'm not going to try to get a huge gain. I'm not going to try to make it look nice. I'm not going to try to, I don't even know the word, but that's what I'm not going to try to do. I'm just going to do it ugly. I'm just going to do it scared. I'm just going to do it with the resistance. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So if I don't take a trade today, that is why my fears ended up being louder than my current reality. Because obviously, y'all seen me place the trades. Y'all seen me take losses. Y'all seen me take wins. And y'all see me have no trade days. And one thing about me, I'm big on no trade days. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to. So price did close outside this zone, but the only thing that is stopping me from getting in is the fact that we have not broken structure. In order for me to want to place a trade, we need to break these previous highs, then create a new zone, and then I'll be able to get in. So until that, I'm in it. Yes, I do know we're outside of this 1 hour zone, but coming into the morning, I would like the price to indicate it wants to push higher because it hasn't pushed higher since 7 nor 1. So until then, there's no trade for me. But as I was saying, it looks like it wants to push now. But as I was saying, yeah, so we're going to do it ugly. Or we may not do it at all. Y'all know I'm big on no trade days because I'm not going to force a trade either. Y'all see what happened when I did force a trade. We ended up losing. Even though I managed my risk really, really well, I'm not willing to just be losing. I realize that's just me. I know they say get used to losing, which is fine, cool and dandy. But I would rather a no trade day over losing any day. That's just me. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to, if I'm not confident in it, and if I hear myself repeating the same thing over and over, that just might be a no trade day for me. So, we're about to, we are about to apply this to my live account on live. I think that's what's stopping me too. The fact that I'm recording my real live trades, I think that's adding to the resistance. because I would do it no problem. But I think because I've started recording my journey and now I want to transfer into my live account, I'm like, ooh, but I'm recording. The pressure feels more real. But again, that is a fear, and fear isn't real. It's just an illusion. Nothing is different from my practice account and my real account, except the fact that it's real money. So yeah, I'm not gonna go for anything big. I'm about to go back to like the whole 1K to 10K challenge just on my real account. So that means small contracts, not my 10 contracts that I was doing before. So that means I won't be seeing like huge gains every point that it moves, every 10 points, every 300 points, and things like that. It's going to go back to the smaller number, back to smaller wins, smaller losses, until that muscle gets stronger. So yeah, let's see how price moves, because like I said, we are approaching, where is it? It's kind of far. Yeah, we are approaching this trend line area, all-time high. So let's see what happens. Now, this zone did end up heating up. We did just create a new high. Almost there. It's cool. It created a new zone. Ooh, this zone is bigger. This zone is bigger. It probably look better. Big. It probably looks bigger because I'm zoomed in. Okay, here it goes. Here it goes, y'all. Let me get my stuff ready. Ah, snap. We doing this. We waiting for the top. We got the indication price wanted to push higher. So now we're waiting for the top. Let me see how big this zone is, because I can't. My heart beating. This zone is 45 points. That's not bad. It's about $90. So that's not too bad for one contract. The other thing is trading is mostly psychology. It's 20% charts, 80% psychology. So your mindset has everything to do with your trading experience, your emotions, all of it, the way your beliefs, all of it, and your subconscious beliefs, which is something that I've been learning lately. What you believe, what you believe about yourself. I mean subconsciously. So like within, like deep in, like okay, now see, because where is you going? It closes in 48 seconds. But anyways, what you believe basically affects your reality. So you could want something, but if on the back end you believe something totally different, it's not gonna you're not gonna get exactly what you want the way you want it. You may not even get it at all, just based on your belief system. So trading is literally 80% mindset, 20% charts. So you can have the perfect trading strategy, but if your mindset is trash, your trading experience will most definitely be trash. If your emotions are all over the place, it'll show. So that zone is invalid. So this zone to the top. Okay. Okay, let's watch. Let me stop talking. Let me just watch and see what Price wants to do. Y'all, when I say emotionally, I'm going through it right now. I don't know why. Like, not even emotional, like I'm emotional about the trading or like the setup, the process or whatever. More so just like I'm really doing this. Like, I'm really doing this. I'm really doing this. And yes, I've done it before, but it's like I'm doing it live, like I'm recording it. Not live, so it's not real time when you see this, but okay. And I feel like once I get through this initial resistance, I'll be fine. It's just getting through. I mean, like, yeah. Okay, back to focus. Let me focus. If I focus, then I won't think about it. We're about to get that break restriction. Hopefully. Because technically this is a minor break restriction to the downside, which created a supply zone here, which it just tapped into. So hopefully we can push past this supply zone and break structure. Okay, cool. We just got that break structure. So let me hurry up. We got a zone here. Waiting for the tap. Oh, well, wait. This is on the 1 minute. Let me look at the 5. Jeez. On the 5, this is the zone. So I'm going to take the 1 off since the 5 includes it. And let's see how this candle closes. So this candle is closing inside the zone, then I won't take it. Let's see how big this zone is. 76. 76 points. Okay. So price close in the zone. It's not something I would like to see. Buyers are kind of struggling today. But slowly but surely, they're making their way on up. So let's see. Yeah, really, you can enter. So let me enter. I'm in. Ooh, it filled me in a little later than I wanted it to. I think I got filled up here. My stop loss will be this candle because that zone is too big for my liking. And then I'll go for a 1-to-1. And this will be the trade for the day. Today's goal is just to execute on my live account. That's it. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's it. We executed. We executed. We sure did. So now we just let it play out. Ooh, I have the urge. Y'all know, I was just about to say, I have the urge to hop out when I'm trying to fight it. Like, I'm trying to fight it so bad. So bad. Like, girl, you're okay. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. My heart is literally thumping. It's only one country. I literally can't take myself serious right now. And it's only because it's being recorded. Like, if I wasn't recording, I'd be fine. But, I mean, I'll still feel the same emotions, but it wouldn't be as intense, if that makes sense. I'm so ready to get out this trade. But I do want y'all to see these are normal emotions. Like, you're not weird. It's not crazy for you to feel like this when you're in a trade. It's part of the process. I promise you. Ooh. $12. Really embarrassing me in front of my friends. Really embarrassing me in front of my friends. But it's either stop loss or TP, so. No, should I get out? I don't know. Let me look on the 5 minute. I don't want to jump out too early, but I know I'm not using the whole zone as my stop loss either. Right now it's saying I'm not even in the trade when I am. So I'm trying to be patient, but the urge to get out just because it's so strong. But I'm trying to follow my rules, stop loss or TP. So it's a waiting game right now. We just pushed above this previous candle. That's good. Wow. We're done. We're done. Because that had my heart thumping, and I don't know why. We did it, y'all. I'm screaming. We made our first live trade. I'm screaming. We gotta have the candle closed. I won't lie. Was that a full 1-to-1? No. It could have been if I would have stayed, but I needed to get out. Like I told y'all, it won't be pretty. It won't be perfect. But we did it. We made our first trade live. I keep saying live because for me it's live as I'm recording. But I know, and I told y'all, once I hop out, it was going to go. I said that. But anyways, the goal was just to execute a live trade. And that's what we did. I know y'all hear the craziness in the back. The boys are fighting. It's Noah's birthday. It's a lot going on today. And I faced the fear. So it's not much to really go over. You okay, Noah? Okay. All right. So basically, price broke the previous structure, created this zone here. I waited for price to come back because it did close in the zone. I waited for price to break above and come back. It did that. It closed outside the zone, pushed up. I aimed for a 1-to-1. It was really a 1.5. So where's the 1-to-1? Hold on, I want to see. It didn't even hit the 1-to-1 yet. I'm still pushing. It just hit. So it would have just hit. Which would have been cool. But I'm still grateful. I'm still happy. I placed the trade and I still ended up on the green side. And yeah, I really have nothing else to say. I'm going to go scream with excitement because I just placed my first trade on a live account on live, I guess you could say, or recorded. So we're on to bigger and better trades really soon, y'all. Maybe for the rest of the month, it's just gonna be about execution, and May will really start getting back into the flow of things. But let me not speak too soon, because it all depends on the market. We still have all-time highs to go. What I'm actually gonna do is place a practice trade now for the day. We're gonna go ahead and just do a practice trade. Because that was so nerve-wracking. So we broke structure. We got a new zone. So let's see what this zone could give us. And of course, we're gonna aim for something bigger because it's the practice account. I got out on this candle. So let's see if this Noah. Are you eating his banana? I'm gonna do my normal 10. It closed inside the zone. This push is coming out with momentum, so. My hands all sticky from the banana. I feel like this is a good entry because it's momentum. I just entered the trade. I got in here. The zone is only 31 points. That's not bad. We'll aim for a 1 to 2 since the zone is so small.
You're so good, Mom.
Thank you. The reason these profits are different, even if we do a 1 to 1 and a 1 to 2, is based on the zone size. So if the zone is only 20 points, which is $40, the most we could win in a 1 to 1 is $40. But if the zone is 100 points, that's $200. The most we could win is $200 for a 1 to 1. So that's why. Yes, bigger zones are better. Well, not better, are worth more, but smaller zones is less risk. So you can kind of aim for a little more than you would if it was like a bigger zone. But it's all preference at the end of the day. My preference, I like smaller zones because I could risk less, but I could aim for more. Even though I still end up somehow stopping at a 1 to 1. But that's not the point. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. So let's see. I just needed to push above this previous candle. I might not even aim for a 1 to 2, honestly. I might just aim for a 1 to 1. Price not really moving like that today. Price is moving real, what they say, real aki. I don't even know if I use that word. That's so New York. Okay, it's about to hit the 1 to 1. It just hit, so I'm out. See, every time I think I get out, I don't. Okay, there we go. I'm out. So that's the trade for the day, y'all. We took 2 trades, literally back to back. Literally back to back. So I'm done for the day. The second trade was literally the same. When the candle we took our first trade, broke the previous high, it created a zone. We made our zone. We waited for the tap, which was the next candle. And yeah, aim for another 1 to 1. Literally, you could literally do this all day. But have your rules, no more than 2 trades, 3 trades a day, and then stop. So I'm already 2-0. I'm done for the day. One was on a real account, which I'm really excited about that because we're about to work that muscle to start trading my live account, getting that fear out the way because it's not real. I've done the work. I've done it multiple times. So it's just a matter of removing the fear because the fear isn't real. I'm not doing anything different. As y'all can see, I'm not doing anything different as far as the strategy. I'm not doing anything different as far as the trading. I still don't like sitting in trades. I still be having the urge to hop out. That's all normal stuff that eventually I will get over. So y'all get to see the ugly version of this dream as well as the nice version, which was like the practice account. But now we're in the real. So I just moved this up because it seems like the price action is really beautiful. It's creating new highs, creating new zones, coming back to the zones, creating new highs. Like this is what you call beautiful price action. It may be going slow, but it's fine. Slow and steady wins the race, and this is literally it. We don't have resistance until up here, and this is where we get near the all-time high area. So yeah, I'm done for the day. I will see you guys tomorrow.